of the Speedway to some different sounds now. It might not be what you'd expect to find in a cathedral, a bar with kegs of beer and a stage for a music concert, but tonight marks the first of a series of gigs in Exeter Cathedral for a new festival, the Lost Weekend.
It's a combination of art, music and technology, but the sellout bands are what's really catching people's attention. And our reporter Lucy Fisher is there for us now. Lucy.
Hello, yes, that's right. The Cathedral's played host to various classical singers and concerts over the years, but this is the first time it's been the venue for a proper gig. The band Wildwood Kin are a group of local girls who've just signed with Sony and produced their first album. You can see people arriving for that concert now behind me. More on them in a moment, because first we've spent the day here soaking up the atmosphere of this, the city's first Lost Weekend festival.
Young, vibrant and looking to the future, this festival weekend in Exeter's a showcase of art and music as it's driven forwards by technology.
Okay, Becca, so tell us, this is an infinite cube, is that right?
It's called Forever Me, so essentially it's a mausoleum for the living. The idea is that people think about how they'd like to be remembered when they're gone, and they then store that inside of this cube here, which also has another website connected to it which will archive people's lives. Outside, all of the boxes have different things, so you can just see through what people have made, and then you hold up the cube to the cube, and then you can hear the thing that the person has recorded inside of it.
So it's this unusual mix of art meets technology that's the focus of this festival weekend here. And the installation behind me is using technological advances to actually create a pause from the consumerism, a chance to reflect, even for just a moment.
The installations are spread out, so always time for coffee. Then again, maybe you want something more lively. Wildwood Kin are a local group of two sisters and their cousin who've just signed a deal with Sony and produced their first album. Tonight they're performing to a sellout crowd at the Cathedral.
Awesome. I mean, obviously we were all born here, so it's been a massive part of our musical journey. You know, the first sort of gigs we started off doing were all either in or around Exeter area, so it's actually lovely to be here, and this has always been our dream venue really, because of the acoustics, the harmonies, it's perfect, so we're really, really stoked to be back.
It's a sellout in this one as well, isn't it?
We've just heard, I think, that it is, which is quite
amazing,
shocking, really. I mean, we weren't expecting it to sell out at all.
That starts at 7:30 tonight, but more tech-based art is on display throughout the city this weekend, and you're encouraged to come along and interact.
So lots going on, and I'm joined now by the event's organiser, that's John Paul Hedge. A very strange venue for a concert, or not, here a gig?
So this building is iconic, so we're absolutely delighted that it can be used in this capacity. It has a long history of being used for this. Back in the olden days, you'd have markets in here, so you'd have pigs and sheep and cows. So it's not unusual, but it is the first time that really the city's come together for a festival of this type.
And there's also another band coming tomorrow, and they've got lasers and dancing in the aisles, is that right?
Yeah, this is about tech and music and art, and it's a festival that could only happen really here in Exeter. Public service broadcasting are broadcasting directly live inside the venue.
That's a band.
Yeah, that's a band with lasers, and it should be a fantastic concert.
Okay, I can see actually that the sky has turned red behind me this evening, so red sky at night, Shepherd's delight, so let's hope that tomorrow and the rest of the Lost Weekend Festival will find itself very busy. Back to you, Justin, Victoria.
Thank you very much, Lucy. Yes, it's been a lovely day, so let's see what the weekend has in store. Here's Dave.